in series. So if what you see on the wall now, this is a Florida ocean series. And so I have actually tried to capture how the water feels. This is real sand on the paper, okay? And I have more of them. And the other ones, I have added shells so that it really looks like, it feels like the water. This is reminding me of my grandmother lived in upstate New York, and there were a lot of rushes and weeds and so on. And so in memory of her, I did this painting, and it's very reminiscent of how we grew up. This, I'm very into doing food. I do a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I'm thinking of actually trying to get in touch with restaurateurs who do like farm to table and have them, you know, like show the work in their restaurants, because it comes right from the ground, fresh. Okay, and here, this is primarily what I started to do after the abstract phase, because I was trained, you know, in expressionism. But somehow this was very beautiful to me, and it offered a whole nother facility, a whole nother life. And but I must also say to you that because I was trained in the abstract, and I have been working, by the way, since I'm 10 years old. My mother used to take me to the Brooklyn Museum every Saturday morning, and like my niece, we were allowed to run around the museum and have our sketchbooks and just paint or draw, and we had the freedom of a museum, which probably started me on my road. And I have been working ever since, and I must say, I keep a studio, which I work in almost every day. And it's been a wonderful pleasure for me. I'm trying to, see, this is what I mean about the fruits and vegetables. This is a pumpkin from the fall.
And then turn it down so the lights don't hit it. Perfect.
Okay, so see, this is what I go out to the North Fork at the end of the fall, and I just take pictures, and I just work that. Oh, that's my dad. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Oh, but you see, this was at another show with the same paintings. Okay, see, look, this was in a magazine, so it's the same.
Now do this. There you go.
Okay, the same kind of work, but I'm trying to find some abstract pieces here so I can show you what I'm talking about, because that's primarily what I come out of. And I'm trying, okay, I do a lot of work with throwing paint, and I'm not afraid to try new techniques, and this is how I experiment. And I work on the floor so that I have complete access to walking around my work and holding it upside down and twirling it around. So when I first came here today, this painting was upside down, okay? And it worked. It really worked. And then my husband said, "Oh, your painting is upside down." So we fixed it, but it worked anyway. So, and I have a lot of work that I have been showing all over the country. And it's exhausting, but it's so worthwhile when you hear people express what they feel about what I'm doing, which makes it so important. And I also want to say to the world that art is such an important part of somebody's life that when, you need to get into it, you need to understand it, and you need to love it.